Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. I really appreciate you taking out time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it, so thank you in advance. Today's episode, we are featuring a game that came out during a time where everyone was trying to make the next God of War. So somebody decided, why don't we just do like a Christianity version of God of War? And it worked. This is Dante's Inferno. Just to give you a little more context to what I mean, is you had these action adventure type games. You destroy a bunch of enemies, look really cool while you're doing it, level up your character, get more magic, more abilities, more weapons, more destruction, more crazy like quick time, jam the button kills, things like that. And it's a really, really good formula when it's done well. And they put a Christianity spin on that type of formula because, Kratos, God of War, Greek stuff. And Dante's Inferno, wanted to use more of the Christian themes. And one of the things is like somehow it's much bloodier than God of War. Like he sews like this whole tapestry on his chest, and it's some really kind of like graphic thing that we will not show in this video. So, but the actual game itself, this game when it came out, immediately was like the reactions were both like severe. So either there were publications who super loved this game or publications who thought it was like the worst ripoff and all this stuff. Me and my friends, we really like this game. This is clearly not better than God of War, especially the new ones, but like it wasn't bad either. It definitely, deserved a run, and we enjoyed it. And I always felt like, people just felt the need to overreact in one direction or another. And this was a really solid game. Doesn't really lend itself to a series in the same way of God of War, right? There's certain things that the story is kind of finite. You play the namesake Dante and you're looking for your wife Beatrice. But it does have a little more layers than I think it gets credit for, because, this guy was a Templar, and you find out, within the first couple of seconds, so I'm not really spoiling anything. You find out that essentially, all the Templars were lied to by the Archbishop, where he's like, you're doing this for God, and you're doing this, to cleanse yourself of your sins and save your families and all that good stuff. And it turns out, obviously that really weren't the case. So, that kind of depth at a time where, most of these games were just hack and slash. I thought that was kind of cool. The other thing is like they make, a point to show Dante's really strong super early by taking the scythe of death from death. That's kind of wild. But it was really cool. Like, again, if you played the God of War games, you know exactly what you're getting into. You beat up enemies doing all these different cool combos, and then you usually get some sort of like button prompt, and you can, kill the enemy in a gruesome fashion. They also did have this like save or punish method to where, depending on what type of skills you wanted to spec into, if you wanted to do more of the magic stuff, then you wanted to like absolve everything. And then if you wanted to spec more into like the weapon combats, then you just punish everybody and you keep killing them. And it's like a holy unholy. So the holy is the magic and the unholy are the weapon attacks. But like if you were familiar with the things from different themes and tropes from Christianity, you would like notice a lot of the stuff in the game. And I always thought that was really cool too, because like we like the Greek mythology stuff, so why not video game the Christian stuff too. And it was kind of like we were looking for, something to hold us over while we're waiting for the next God of War 2. So, it served multiple purposes, but I always really liked this game. And then going back to play it, to see if this was something I really wanted to do, I was like, no, this is actually really, really still cool. A cool game. Looks good still, maybe, one day it'll get like an HD remake or something. Probably not, because I think we're kind of hitting the end of that. But if this is a game that you are familiar with, I would like to hear your thoughts on it. Did you play it when it came out? Did you look at it and go, nah, too much trying to be like God of War? Or, what were your thoughts on it? If you beat it and you liked it, definitely like to hear from you. I always appreciate those. Makes me feel like I'm not crazy. But either way, I appreciate you letting me take time to reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.